GOP stands by Trump after Charlottesville. Republicans in Washington are largely standing by President Trump despite discomfort with his response to the violent and deadly clashes in Charlottesville, Virginia. Although they are openly questioning why it took Trump 48 hours to forcefully denounce the KKK members, neo-Nazis, and white supremacists who turned a quiet, peaceful college town into a deadly war zone, they say they don't think the president is a racist and that they are ready to work with him on policy. Colorado Senator Cory Gardner, who leads Senate Republican 2018 campaign efforts, scolds Trump on Twitter for failing to directly call out the evil as white supremacists and domestic terrorism. At the same time, congressional Republicans didn't ditch Trump in droves as they didn't fall after a leaked 2005 Access Hollywood tape revealed the then GOP nominee privately bragging that he can grope women because he's a celebrity. Days before Election Day, Speaker Paul Ryan held a conference call with rank and file members and announced he would no longer defend or campaign with Trump. The political reaction largely fits a familiar pattern that's recurred throughout Trump's candidacy and first 200 days in office. Outrage from liberals, Democrats, Never Trump Republicans, and a handful of others, while most Republicans try their best to duck and downplay the controversy and pivot back to their stalled GOP agenda. Despite whatever faults Trump has, he is not racist or anti-Semitic. Trump did not earn this. All GOP leaders want to talk about is overhauling the outdated tax code, something they'll need Trump to sign. In the wake of the attack, the Trump administration actions speak louder than any words the president utters, said Cole, who was serving in Oklahoma Secretary of State when domestic terrorists blew up a federal building in the heart of Oklahoma City. To the Never Trump crowd of Republicans critical of the president, Charlottesville represents a defining moment for the party. On Monday, Gallup's average of polls showed that only 34% of Americans approved of Trump, at an all-time low for the president, while 61% disapproved, an all-time high. If his popularity further slips, rank-and-file Republicans may have no choice but to dump Trump and distance themselves from a toxic and volatile president, especially with Democrats fighting to take back power in the House and Senate in 2018. Trump's handling of Charlottesville was certainly not helpful, Conant added, but it's too early to evaluate whether it did any long-lasting damage to the brand of the party of Lincoln. In the past, voters have treated Trump as an independent political brand rather than the leader of the GOP, argued Conant, a veteran of the Republican National Committee and the George W. Bush White House. Well, that's great. Let's just dump Trump. Dump Trump.